In the year 2000, I decided to become a revolutionary of laughter. I decided to laugh for the rest of my life, and I didn't even have a reason for it. I decided to go beyond my education as a doctor of philosophy, as a teacher, as a therapist, and even go beyond the limitations of European and global thinking. My intellectual upbringing had told me to be serious, to be critical, to be skeptic, to be even pessimistic. But with my laughter revolution, this was not my way of thinking anymore. I realized that humanity was based on wrong thoughts about reality, and that laughter and joy were powerful tools to transform the whole planet. I practiced laughter every day. I felt the liberating effects. I felt the better health in mind, body and spirit, and I felt an elevated intelligence.
These people come to us representing a new understanding about how laughter and life come together and make a happy ending. Their organization is really involved with the Coalition of Joy.
That happiness will bring us to a higher state of consciousness.
I founded the International School of Laughter in the year 2002.
This is a part of the whole drama of the universe expressing itself with new music, new noise, new sounds.
Well, I like to go beyond the cacophony into the greater melody of life, and that's really where the joy comes from, that beautiful melody that we all share together.
Yo quiero compartir con el mundo alegría, paz y risa.
I met Christina Fleur de Lis, who, after some shy beginnings, also discovered the magic of laughter, and we became a wonderful, inspired, philosophical and transformative couple, a team of transformation. We studied the scientific background, gave workshops, seminars and presentations, and created public events in Switzerland, Spain and other places.
And then on this very day, something honeymoon started.
The honeymoon started. I love that, because the honeymoon where everything is, and so it's kind of fun because you laughed yourself into a wonderful relationship.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
It's really great. Yeah, we are laughing every morning. We start with a big laughter meditation together, and then we go also into quietness, or to focus a little bit the day. I do quantum healing for the day, to feel already how I feel in the evening when I go to bed. It's completely happy, and I'm already in the result of my wishes. And both together, that works so wonderfully.
It certainly is, and of course I'm very excited about it because the honeymoon effect is the story of this young couple right here.
Yes.
They are out there living the honeymoon and living the dream of heaven on earth, and I know you have been traveling around the earth to spread your story.
Christina and I are traveling the world since 2009. On our journeys we discovered that many laughter teachers, scientists and artists are working in the same direction. And the finding of these progressive people is of philosophy, psychology, spirituality, and science that the aim of life is to be happy.
It's so exciting because along the way you've run into so many different people in different countries and found a universal desire for health through laughing and humor and keep themselves going.
And also from the philosophical point of view, especially the Indian experience, these 2 times in winter, we were 3 or so months there, and also I somehow met the laughing God. But
the laughing God.
The laughing God, yes, and I realized that God is laughing, but also it was like being brought up in Europe, which is more atheistic. In Europe, somehow God is dead, and nobody talks about God, and I was brought up in this tradition. So, being in India, where God is everywhere, and everything is holy, and my own perception of the laughing God brought me back to this realization, yes, God is full of joy, and He has created everything because He wants us to enjoy it, you know. And so I grew into this perception that the universe is joyful, God is joyful, and I am a joyful part of it, like a happy cell in the body of the universe. So this was very important for me, these experiences in India.
Well, this is good because this was making real what you had in your head.
Yes,
was
yes,
now
it
real in real life.
It went to my heart, and I met people, another philosopher, Dr. Jolly in India.
Dr. Jolly?
Dr. Jolly, yes.
Okay,
and he was
that works.
a very educated man, and he told me these very basic facts, which are in India since thousands of years, that you say, the fact that there is existence makes me joyful. Like Sat, Chit, Ananda, this is being, consciousness, and then Ananda is bliss. So the mere fact that there is something, and my consciousness that I realize there is something, makes me blissful. And this was so wonderful.
Oh God, of course, and you can see it all over your face, you know, and laughter is there, you know.
My own joy comes when I lose track of time. So when I am so engrossed into what I'm doing that is meaningful to me, and time disappears, I am in a state of joy. And time just literally disappears.
A poder ser nunca negativos, siempre positivos. Es muy bien para el organismo y para alargar la vida, creo también. Muy importante la risa. La risa es la distancia más corta entre 2 personas.
God is laughing, and He or she wants us to laugh too. It's a cosmic joke. With laughter we are connected to the joy of the universe. This film shows this. The virus of joy is spreading very rapidly. It is the destination of humanity. Join in, spread the good news, become a messenger of joy yourself.
Hi, I'm Steve Bhaerman, and I'm very happy, I'm overjoyed to be part of the Coalition of Joy. What a great reason to create a coalition. What a great reason to bring people together, to remind us that fundamentally life is fun, that life is a joyful experience, and that perhaps instead of pursuing happiness by looking for something outside of ourselves, that we recognize that we are potentially happiness generators.
The universe is sustained by the laughter of 100,000 Bhuttas.
Society based on fun, without competition possible. Yes, we are heading for this society, and it's possible and it's coming soon.
And in sharing this communication with the higher creation, with the human creation, with that within our body, we realize we are the temple of understanding. We are micro forms of divine light. We are embryo gods waking up to take possession. And we take possession through happiness, through joy, through laughter.
And both of you were like already, I mean, you were married, you had families already,
yes,
and,
yes.
and what about yourself? Because you had a regular life and a family, and then boom. How did that happen?
Really boom, yes. Yes, I was a teacher and I tried everything to manage a good life. But I had a lot of drama in these books.
Yeah.
So the drama pushed me such in a little box that I had to say out of it. It's enough is enough. And so it was really, really great. And in this moment, I didn't have any fear. It was such a strong power. I had this call already as child.
Yes.
I always felt something is not the real life. How I grew up and all these things. And yeah, then we met together and yeah, with
and
love,
happily ever after the bells are ringing.
With love, everything goes easier because your perception changed completely, and you see everything as a great opportunity, and that helped a lot.
This is quite wonderful because most people out there in the world that we're talking with right now are finding themselves in a very stressful situation. Their future, where they thought might be very secure, is not so secure. The money they thought they had is not really so available so much more. Their jobs are not knowing if they're going to keep a job or not, so they live on the edge. And really what I want people to understand is, I myself was part of this movement, but Christina and Roland are another example of saying, it's not that scary when you get outside. It's more scary when you stay inside, because that's when every day they feed you fear, and the news and the television and all that stuff is making people afraid, which keeps you from expressing yourself and becoming real. And this is why I was so excited to have this opportunity to talk with you, because people need to say, can I get through this tough time? And the answer is, yeah. But you have to, as both of you have done, say, this fear will not stop me. I will not stop. I will go outside and I will survive. And many, many people who are finding themselves out of jobs are also beginning to find they're beginning to live a life that they wanted to live. Not the life that the program says, oh, I got to do this from 9 to 5 every day, Monday, Friday, all the time. So that's why I get so excited, because people need to have a reassurance like you have done, because you are living the example, and this is what's so beautiful about it. And I'm with you. This is a community. When I wrote Honeymoon Effect, it wasn't just Margaret and myself. There are people like you out there that are living the honeymoon and doing it outside of the conventional box, but finding what? You're healthier, you're happier, your lives are much more exciting. And this is what I'm trying to offer people.
So with this school, we teach the professional of health, social and education how to use all the aspects of joy and laughter.
And I'm happy. I don't need much more than this. Actually, the happiness comes from yourself. If you love yourself, everything is beautiful. I love myself. I'm in love with life, and life is so beautiful.
So I cried sometimes when I started to laugh. So I came in touch with all my emotions. I came in touch with all my emotions through laughter. And that's the beautiful thing in it. You come in touch also with love. You come in touch with compassion. You come in touch with sadness.
The purity energy come from the head, come from the right shoulder and the left shoulder. but you think about that will be one, you must happy.
Y de eso queríamos hablar con ustedes durante un tiempito. Roland estudió filosofía en Alemania y desde hace más de 12 años se dedica a la risoterapia. Christina Fleur se dedica a la enseñanza, a la pedagogía y lleva investigando también más de 20 años el tema de sanación cuántica. Y juntos hacen los talleres de risoterapia que han dado por Chile, Ecuador y ahora, si Dios quiere, también en Argentina.
Entonces mi filosofía es la filosofía de la alegría y que sale de la risa. Y yo he estudiado muchas cosas en mi vida, muchas filosofías, incluyendo la meditación de Zen, incluyendo muchas otras direcciones. Y al fin llegué a la risa. Y es un medio estupendo de la humanidad. Había algunos, como el Buda, que se ríe, pero en la historia de la humanidad había mucha seriedad y me parece que la ligeridad y la alegría son grandes remedios. En estos tiempos yo era terapeuta para drogas, un trabajo muy serio, pero algunos años más tarde me convertí en un maestro de la risa y he aprendido mucho del doctor Kataria de la India, que ha empezado una red del yoga de la risa alrededor del mundo. Decidí de reírme y entonces he empezado a reírme todo solo en mi casa con una CD de la risa. Y he visto que después de 5 minutos de reírme, como he transformado en una energía mucho más fuerte, una energía de la alegría, de la felicidad.
Ahora también estoy autora de un libro que se llama Lela. El principio de Lela viene de la India, como hemos viajado juntos en todo el mundo. Y también dando cursos en la sanación cuántica y en risoterapia. La física cuántica en relación de la risa, ¿en qué consiste? Me parece cuando me río de carcajadas, me pongo como observador de mí mismo. No más me identifica con mis problemas, mis temas. Estoy más detrás de mí como observadora. Y como sabemos ya desde más de 100 años, hay revelaciones que muestran, que indican que el observador hace materializar las cosas que tenemos, también nuestra vida, nuestro cuerpo. El observador es algo muy importante en nuestra vida, pero a veces no somos capaces de ponernos como observador. Entramos en la espiral del tema, del diario, y somos, claro, llenos de patrones de educación, de la escuela, de la cultura. Y salir de esto, la risa ayuda un montón.
And in that higher state of consciousness, we will reach the unreachable.
Everything is about the meaning of all this story, of course, is the joy and also the happiness. Laughter is only a tool to arrive to joy and to happiness. This is the main purpose of the story.
And now I think it's time for the next step, that these happy people who are on the planet, in all places, in India, in America, in South America, everywhere, somehow get together. And I'm writing a book about it. I want to show to the world that these really happy people who practice it really, they are here and they hold the focus for the future of humanity, for the age of laughter which is going to come.
I love the Age of Laughter, and Norman Cousins, who, you know, the famous American was he a doctor?
No, he was a journalist, I think.
I think a journalist. Yes, a journalist, absolutely. Yeah, journalist. Who was the guy who was recognized who laughed himself into wellness.
Yeah, fantastic.
He was given a terminal diagnosis that he was on his way out, and he locked himself into a room and started watching funny movies and spent his whole time just enjoying himself. And in the end, the disease was gone.
Yes.
So this is really the first understanding from a study point of view that humor and laughter is a very important influence in our physiology and our health.
Yes, and the funny thing is that the body then changes our mind, and the body changes our immune system. So we don't start to study problems or whatever. We just go into the practice of laughter, and then the chemicals are put out, and they change our whole system. So we feel better, we feel stronger, we are more motivated. Of course, we have more fun, and that's quite some fun to have more fun.
Oh, well, that's great. And it's kind of fun for me to be here with Roland, because both of us had real serious professional jobs, teaching and being educators, and both of us, unbeknownst to each other, both of us walked out of our conventional world into creating a new world. And I'm so excited that both of us have also realized that life is really outside of the box, not inside the box that we're in.
My life is full of joy. I mean, when you do this, when it is supposed to be your job, there is no border between your private life and your work. You are in the joy 24 hours each day. That doesn't mean that you laugh all day long, but you are in a positive spirit and in an optimistic way of life all day long. Even when you are sad, even if things are difficult, you never forget it. It's inside you. It belongs to you.
In humanity is a connection between different people, a connection which binds, which give them the first quality, the vengeance.
That is that, you know, when I'm in touch with my true purpose and my true identity, spontaneously I feel joyous. So when I'm playing my music, because as you know I'm a musician, when I'm playing my music, if I can just reach that place where I feel like I'm in touch with my authentic self while I'm actually playing, I immediately get happy. And then that same principle has affected the songs I write and the kind of material I produce.
Soul in the morning, soul in the evening, soul in the midday too. Soul neath the sun, soul neath the tree, soul underneath the moon. Ah, zillimon, 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 zillimon.
It is when we make what we call the big burst of laughter each year. And this year it was on the beach of Frontignan, and we were nearly 1,000 during all day long who came and laughed with no reason on the beach. And this was so great. The people came with their family, with their children, and they stood there one day on the beach just to laugh for no reason.
Extremely good.
Do you have any advice that you would say to people who are out there thinking, "Oh, my life is so"? what would you offer from your experience?
Well, of course, laughter. You know, we gave a lot of courses, laughter workshops, and we trained people to get laughter leaders themselves. And so you can learn it yourself. I learned it myself by listening to a CD 15 years ago, 14 years ago. I didn't have anybody. And so you can listen to a CD, but you also find lots of laughter videos on YouTube, fantastic videos. You just take 5 minutes and you just take a little time. You don't get disturbed by your family because they think maybe, well, what is he doing? You go in a room, you are quiet for yourself, and you just go into it, and then you realize by laughing only 3, 4, 5 minutes how it uplifts you. Uplifts. Yes.
Key word.
Yes, the key word. It uplifts you, and you just see it's not so serious. I am still alive. I can still enjoy being here in this moment. Maybe before you were sorrowful, and suddenly you see, oh, I am here. I'm having fun. So this is, of course, it's a miracle. It's like an immediate transformation in 5 minutes.
Yes.
which normally you take maybe 3 years. Of course, it takes them longer to really integrate it into your life, to really live it every day. Maybe it takes 3 or 4 years. But this impetus of the laughter, if you don't have a laughter club around you or a teacher, you can do it all alone. You can do it all alone in this way, which I was talking about.
Exactly.
For instance, yes.
Exactly.
And you lose, somehow you lose your mind when you laugh because you cannot think anymore. And this is the aim of very serious meditation, to go in the no mind. You don't think anymore, you just are there in this very moment, in this joyful, even blissful moment. And this is, it's magic.
I totally agree with you. Having been living a magic life myself for the last 14 or 15 years, I totally agree. And I just love it because being around you just feels good because we all radiate energy. And when you're around people who are happy, you don't have to even talk to them. You could just feel the energy, and we live in a field. And you're making a really much nicer field.
Thank you very much.
And I would like to also to show a little bit the teachers my idea of to renew the ideas of schooling. To go out of competition, to go out of winner and loser, to go out from to give stress to the children.
So there should be fun more important than they are winning first, second or third prize. Fun in a community. So creating a system, new system, not changing anything, just adding a bit of that softness. Everybody are equal and everybody have the fun. So it's possible to create that system.
I build community in the schoolrooms. I'm not the only teacher there. Always the children are also teachers for each other. They help each other.
Cuando un grupo de personas se juntan y ríen, no existen ni viejos, ni maestros, ni profesores. Se convierten en un solo grupo que goza de ser de su existencia, goza de su existencia.
But this empty space is not empty really. There are my feelings, my emotions who are creating the matter. So we can see through joy, I create a joyful world. And when we do that all together, we inform the quantum field, the matrix around us, then we are creator of a new, joyful world.
That the season approaching is a season in which we must all embark into the spirit of happiness, the joy that we share with those who we love and those who we don't know. And in that spirit, there will be a form of common bonding.
To have more joy, you just have to decide it. When you decide to be more happyful and more joyful and to laugh more, it's a beginning, and the biggest part of the travel is done. If you decide to be more happy and more joyful and to laugh more, you will laugh more and be more happy and more joyful. That's all.
Yes.
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 That's
Yes.
all.
Yes. Very good.
Very
Extremely good.
Yeah.
To think that you don't need that much in terms of material possessions in order to feel joyous and to feel happy, but I think I know it's the truth. You don't.
We're joyful to be here. We're happy you're here. And yeah, people are going through so many changes. We've just gone beyond the 2012 and now finishing 2013. And the whole point is people are having so many new opportunities in life. Some people call them challenges, we call them opportunities. And we think people should be joyous that there's a change coming on in the planet, and each one of us now is empowered to really do something special. And so this is in the joy, not in the negativity, not in the feeling of, oh, I can't do it. One has to have the joyful feeling, we can do it. We can do it individually and we can do it collectively.
And do what you want, enjoy life, enjoy your life, and enjoy your being, your divine being, connected with the whole divine universe.
Man is a seed planted in this universe, on earth, made of earth to return to earth, but the soul belongs to the infinite. And the whole journey of humanity is towards the fulfillment, the completion of the self, the discovery. And as the seed that is planted in the earth dreams during the length of winter about the coming of spring, so you too have been dreaming.
So, slowly we are approaching the end. But there will be a big laughter explosion from Bali, and there will be some more philosophical inspirations and some improvised music. So, I'm now going to my next inspiration, which is writing the book of the Joyful Coalition. And I want to travel more, meet more inspiring people, and really get them together so the world will be inspired by this group of fantastic people who have reached a new state of elevated consciousness and happiness. And also I would like to get them together, really physically together, and create something like a conference and reach the media and spread the virus of joy with more power. So for this we also need money, because there are travel costs and all this rental costs and all this. So if you're inspired, please donate some money to this project, which will happen within the next, say, 5 years, I hope. So now we go to the laughter.
Hasha Koto Shaki, Ashika Potato Potato, Hatapatakato, oh Shakata Potato Potato, the Kanakalo, oh Chikisha, Polo, Ashakono, Poya, Ashakata, oh, Shubidu, yeah, Shubidu.
Shubidu.
Shubidum die.
Die?
Die.